Today you will know. 1. 2023 Audi S7 first test. 2. And new 2024 Aston Martin DB12 Volante first look. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And now in detail. So we continue.
2023 Audi S7 first test, the perfect gentleman. In an ever-changing automotive world, the S7 remains one of the great grand tourers. Oops. The S7 received a ground-up redesign for 2020, its throaty V8 giving way to a more modern twin-turbo six-cylinder setup, but somehow the new version evaded our timing gear. 3 years later, cars like the S7 are likely in the twilight of their production run, so we thought we'd better test while the testing is good. The 2023 Audi S7 is powered by a 2.9-liter V6, which features two turbochargers augmented by an electric supercharger. It sends 444 horsepower and 443 pounds-to-foot to all four wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission. Besides the more powerful engine, and a torque converter automatic in place of a dual-clutch transmission, the S7 is differentiated from the lesser A7 primarily by an adaptive air suspension. It's tuned for a sportier driving experience than the A7 but with more compromises for comfort than the 591 horsepower V8-powered RS7. Running with the electrified pack. To the track, then. The 2023 Audi S7 we tested snapped to 60 miles per hour in 4.1 seconds with the assistance of its launch control system, which we found eliminates the lag you feel if you simply release the brake and floor the accelerator. The quarter mile flashed by in 12.7 seconds, with a 109.1 mile per hour trap speed. That's fleet enough to keep up with the bulk of electric cars we test. Maybe gasoline ain't dead just yet. The brakes drew the 2023 Audi S7 down from 60 to 0 miles per hour in a respectable 110 feet, with excellent poise and good feel from the short travel brake pedal. As for the handling, it's thoroughly entertaining for a fairly large car. We measured lateral acceleration of 0.91 grams, average, and the S7 lapped our figure 8 course in 25.3 seconds with the transmission's sport mode intuitively picking the right ratios and the all-wheel drive system doing an outstanding job of putting power to pavement. The brakes and the steering provided excellent feedback. Although some on the staff favor heavier steering, the Audi's light effort tiller makes it much easier to read signals through your fingertips. Remember, kids, you can't hear what the steering is saying if you have to death grip the wheel to overcome a heavier feel. Performance that translates to real-world joy. The 2023 Audi S7's fine performance at the test track translates nicely to the open road. This is a grand tourer in the finest tradition, a car that is big and beautiful, quick and agile, and unerringly comfortable. The S7 offers all the power you need amid luxurious environs. It is a true gentleman's sports car, if you will excuse the term. We're still trying to find a gender-neutral equivalent, with a suspension that provides all the road feel and feedback we want while still floating over the most offensive of bumps. This is the kind of admirable and toward which air springs should always be applied. And can we not, for a moment, celebrate the fact the Audi S7 is a car, rather than an SUV? That may be one of the S7's finest features, the fact that its long, low, light hatchback body, with its massive trunk opening, packs its own dose of SUV practicality, without off-road abilities, or at least an unfulfilled promise thereof. Granted, this will cost you plenty, as the S7 lists for nearly $10,000 more than the S6 on which it is based. Did we mention it's a bargain? Other than the price premium, we can find precious little to complain about. The S7 uses haptic feedback touchscreens for climate controls as well as infotainment, and you have to press the imaginary buttons pretty hard to actuate them, which seems strange, as you're not really pressing anything. We had one other criticism, which is, oh, no, sorry, we didn't have any other criticisms, at least none that stuck out in our minds after a few days with this lovely car. And if you need something faster, no problem, Audi has the RS7 for you. We can even call the S7 a bargain, although we take issue with the high price premium over the S6, it's a smoking deal compared to the fish with which it swims, including the Porsche Panamera, the Tesla Model S, and the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe. Bottom line, don't make the same mistake we did by failing to carefully consider the 2023 Audi S7. In an ever-changing world, the S7 firmly holds on to its place as one of the great grand touring sedans. Meanwhile, we have to make up for lost time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 2024 Aston Martin DB12 Volante first look, let the sun shine in. The DB12 Volante has all the power and prowess of the coupe but with less of the roof. There was a time when making a convertible version of a supercar seemed unfathomable. Though, it isn't like that anymore. As with all things, car designs, tastes, and engineering have advanced. Drivers can still have supercar experiences behind the wheel while also catching some rays without sacrificing very much at all. When we drove the 2024 Aston Martin DB12 Coupe earlier this summer, we found it to be a welcomed upgrade from the DB11. Now it has variety. The DB12 took the high points of the DB11 but turned things up a few notches, not just mechanically speaking either. One of the biggest improvements the DB12 has over the DB11 is its refined infotainment, which is more modern than the previous system. The refined interior combined with the boost of power thanks to the 671 horsepower 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 makes the Aston Martin DB12 among the grandest of grand tourers. So, why not take that entire package and give it some sun? In a nutshell, that's what the 2024 Aston Martin DB12 Volante is. Though, it isn't just about simply cutting the roof off a DB12 and calling it a day. The most important thing when it comes to these GT convertible supercars is to maintain as much of the character of the coupe as possible. We haven't driven the DB12 Volante yet, so we can say if it accomplishes that goal, but Aston Martin seems very confident that the new Volante is up to the task. The DB12 Volante features Aston Martin's two-stage K-fold roof. When folded, the roof has a 10.2-inch stack height which is class-leading according to Aston Martin. The fabric roof has 8 layers of insulation and is acoustically enhanced to keep the cabin quiet when raised. By the way, the roof opens in 14 seconds, closes in 16 seconds, and can operate at speeds up to 32 miles per hour even in a headwind. The roof can be operated remotely via the key fob as long as the user is within a 6.5-foot radius of the vehicle. While not pictured here, there are 4 different roof colors to choose from. Black is the standard color, but buyers can also choose from red, blue, or a two-toned black and silver. Considering the wide amount of exterior colors, we would have thought Aston Martin would offer more color options for the fabric top, but they seem confident that the available options can match whatever color combo buyers can cook up. There is one other option that sets the DB12 Volante apart from the coupe. Buyers can choose between carbon fiber or wood veneer seatbacks which can be matched to the door trim inlay. When buyers have the top dropped and hard parked, why not have the interior looking stylishly matchy? The 2024 Aston Martin DB12 Volante is set to start production in the third quarter of 2023 with deliveries scheduled to start in the fourth quarter. The convertible supercar will make its global debut at Monterey Car Week during the Quail, a motorsports gathering event. By the way, we are going to have a crack team of our staff covering every inch of Monterey Car Week, so stay tuned for more debuts, galleries, auctions, and news. Finally, I will share new auto news videos with you on this channel. Please guys like the videos and subscribe to the channel. This is very important for the growth of the channel. Thank you all so much for watching and for your support.